नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि यस्सिर व ला तुअस्सिर वत्तमिम बिल खैर आमीन या रब्बल आलमीन. In the last video we talked about pronouns. A pronoun in Arabic is called damir. Damir, and plural is damair. It is jama mukassir, plural is damair. Damir literally means conscious, which is something to do with recognition of difference between right and wrong. So what is this to do with that? I really don't know, but this is grammatical term, and in Arabic grammar books pronoun is translated as damir and its plural is damair. So we looked at damair last time. So we've got third person, second person, and first person damair. We have six here, and 2 in the first person, so total of 14. Now this chart, this paradigm, or this sketch, whatever you want to call it, this is very, very important because we are going to conjugate verbs on this pattern as well. So although we have not worked on verbs yet, we are going to start on verbs soon, inshallah. But our conjugation of verbs is going to follow these lines. So it's very important to become familiar with this paradigm. Although we have not really discussed any verb in detail, but we have used a few verbs in our discussions. And the first ever verb which we used was in this sentence. We said Hamid helped Zaid. Hamid helped Zaid. And we translated this as Nasara Hamidun Zaidan. So Nasara is fail. And if we use Nasara on its own, it will mean he helped. Where the he comes from, we are going to know in our future discussions. We're not going to discuss that at this point in time. So, but when we say Nasara Hamidun, Hamidun takes the place of he. So rather than saying he helped, here we say Hamid helped. We can also say boy helped, the boy helped. Nasaral waladu, the boy helped. We can say Nasarallahu, Nasarallahu, Allah helped. So basically whatever follows fail comes as a file, as a subject. So if we, for example, just as an example, conjugate this Nasara and take it through this chart. So Nasara will come here at the place of huwa. So Nasara will be the first conjugation form of the verb, which will be third person singular masculine, and we go in that direction and follow along. So Nasara will be here. Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna, Nasarta, Nasartuma, Nasartum, Nasarti, Nasartuma, Nasartunna, Nasartu, Nasarna. So our aim today is clearly not to start conjugating verbs because we haven't really worked on the verbs at all. But I wanted to make this point that this chart is very important. And if I take all this out of context here, so we can remove these different damir from here. What will be left will be a kind of sketch, uh, something to work on and keep that in our mind. For example, we can say something is going to come here, here, here. So that's wahid, tasniya, jama, singular, dual, plural, and then feminine, here, here. So that's third person. Second person, similarly, wahid, tasniya, jama, that's muzakkar, wahid, tasniya, jama, that's muannas. And the first person, we have I and we. So this is basically our surf. In English, we call this conjugation. Conjugation of a verb, for example. In Arabic, we call this tasrif from surf. So this is basically surf. And this is not nahv. Nahv is when we put different words together to make a sentence. So that's all part of our surf. Those who know Urdu, in Urdu we use a word called gardan. So this surf or conjugation is called gardan in Urdu books. So that's gardan or tasrif or pattern of conjugation. So this pattern is very important. Each form is then called siga. Siga basically means form. Sigatan. There's a few terms to remember. Siga. So siga basically means form. That's one siga. Second siga, we can say siga number 1, siga number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So siga number 14 is mutakallim, which is plural as well as used for dual as well. So that's this paradigm which we are going to use for conjugation of verbs, and in this example here we use this for our damir.